So I wasn't going to make a video like this. We don't really show people the inside of our van. Well, we show friends, close friends, but not the general public. We don't go to shows and go, oh, look at our van. Although we are very, very proud of it. So this isn't a van tour. This, despite what you think you're going to watch and what you think you have watched when you get to the end, this is not a van tour. If it was a van tour, I probably would have washed it, because we've still got lovely designer mud splatters, and and it doesn't look its best. Arguably, it doesn't look its best. It looks used, which it is. 4 years we spent converting this van. We started it in 2021 during the pandemic, when everyone suddenly decided that living in a camper van was the answer to, well, whatever question they thought they were asking. Freedom, adventure, escape. We jumped on that bandwagon with tremendous enthusiasm. Missed it, of course. By the time we'd finished, and I mean finished, well, properly finished, up to the stage it is now, not the sort of YouTube version of finished where people are quite happy to show their vans and go out in their vans when wiring is still hanging out the wall and they're just a mess, and I really couldn't do that. But they managed to have their Instagram moments in 2021, parked up at scenic locations, pretending they enjoyed chemical toilets. We were still sanding, still finishing, still painting, still tweaking little bits, still crafting timber to wrap around the interior metalwork like some sort of demented woodworking exam no one had set. But we did a good job. I'll give us that. Sometimes better than we'd ever imagined. See, I used to make flight cases, those big boxes that touring bands used. This was back in the late 80s, early 90s, which is exactly the skill set you need for, well, actually, nothing anymore, really. But it turns out, oddly enough, transfers reasonably well to van builds. So not 1 square inch of metalwork is visible. Every awkward curve and stupid bend in that metal shell, I wrapped timber around it, shaped plywood. Made it look like the interior of some pseudo-steampunk luxury Victorian yacht cabin. We've even got a custom drawer specifically designed for our Yeti mugs. Foam lined, slides perfectly into the space in front of the repurposed French jam pot sink, which has a handmade copper tap, because apparently I had time for that. The drawer fits exactly 2 mugs. Just 2. This table that I built folds and swivels ingeniously, I'm told. There's a pull-down projector screen, so we can watch films on a tiny projector while sitting in what is, let's be honest, a car park.
Oh, Gordon. Oh, Gordon.
Well, Edward, I wonder what the poor people are doing tonight.
Heather upholstered all the cushions herself. She's an artist with a keen eye for design, and she's exceptionally skilled. She chose the dark colours for the interior to feel cosy, she said, safe. The partition walls, the bulkhead, the darkened windows, all designed with Heather in mind, to provide a haven, a place to retreat from the world, an emotional support vehicle, basically. Which is, well, it's perfect for our needs, given that we already live in the middle of nowhere in southwest Scotland and have precisely 0 interest in meeting other human beings. We painted the exterior ourselves, hand-rolled military-grade green, brown paint for stealth, presumably, though I'm not entirely sure what we're hiding from. And then sprayed that lovely textured Raptor paint on the lower bits, which is the thing you do for some reason. It took 2 weeks. We don't really know how to do things half-arsed. Folk actually get jealous, apparently. Folk we never see because we don't show anyone. Heather has complex PTSD. I have a general reluctance to befriend anyone. So we've created something far more elaborate than necessary. The sort of thing you'd see featured in one of those glossy campervan magazines where everyone looks suspiciously happy and we refuse to let a single person inside. Which, if you put it like that, sounds a little unhinged. And here's what we do with this mobile work of art, or whatever you'd call it, this rolling monument to having too much time and an unhealthy attention to detail. We drive it 20 minutes from our house, 40 if we're feeling adventurous. We park up at a local sightseeing spot, still in southwest Scotland, where we already live, and we sit in it, like a mobile cafe, to avoid people. We rarely sleep in it, but we do have a bedroom, once we've converted the seating, with storage solutions, mood lighting, charging points, and everything you'd need for a comfortable night's rest. And then we drive home to sleep in our actual bed, because we live just across a few fields in the middle of nowhere, where we're trying to escape from by going 20 minutes down the road. The van itself is 15 years old now. A Ford Transit. Not the greatest reputation for being corrosion free, so let's not pretend it's got decades left in it. How many years would you give it? 2, 3 before the rust gets really going? Maybe 3 if we're lucky, which historically we're not. So there we are, the van tour I promised wouldn't be a van tour. Sorry about that. 4 years of slightly overcommitted workmanship. Victorian yacht aesthetics, custom Yeti drawer, all applied to a vehicle that's slowly turning to iron oxide, which we use to sit in laybys which are within walking distance of our house. Eating sandwiches in the dark, hiding from nobody in particular. People ask if we're happy with it. Oh, tremendously. It's everything we hoped it would be, even though it turns out we spent 4 years and about 10 grand solving something that wasn't really a problem. We just wanted a smaller place to sit, just 20 minutes further away in a van that we took 4 years to build while the world moved on. The Yeti drawer's nice though.